Okay, welcome, Dons, to Mountain Mathematics. Here we are up in Fraser Park, California. We're going to be doing math from here for a while. I missed you guys, but it's back to the grind now. So what you have to know for the first test, well, one thing is about four-sided figures. We're calling them quadrilaterals, four-sided figures. So we'll start out with just a basic four-sided figure. It's two-dimensional. And this is called a quadrilateral, four-sided. And we'll call this one a scalene. This is a scalene quadrilateral. All sides are different. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, all different. That's a quadrilateral. We'll call it a scalene quadrilateral. The next, from there, we'll make it a little more complicated. We'll say we have one pair of parallel sides, and, well, that's all we know. We know that it has one pair of parallel sides, and that would be called a trapezoid. Has one pair So trapezoid has one pair of parallel sides. That's our first, more complicated than just a regular quadrilateral four-sided figure. We have one pair of parallel sides. From there, we can make two pairs of parallel sides. And we call this a parallelogram. Okay, parallelogram has opposite sides parallel. So two pairs. I'm going to just write parallel like that. Two pairs of parallel sides. Okay, so from a quadrilateral comes a trapezoid. From a trapezoid comes a parallelogram. And then from a parallelogram, we can go in a couple of directions. Here I'll draw a four-sided figure. It's got right angles. It's got opposite sides parallel. We call this a rectangle. And from a rectangle, I'm going to draw a square. It's a special rectangle. It has four sides equal and four right angles. That's a square. And I'm showing you basically the relationship between all these quadrilaterals, right? And then from a parallelogram, I can also make a rhombus, which is a four-sided figure with all sides equal. Okay? And the rhombus is also related to the square. It's four sides equal. And then this one has four sides equal and four right angles. And then from a square, we can go upward. A square is a rectangle. A rectangle is a parallelogram. A parallelogram is a trapezoid. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral. We can go this way, but every square is also a rhombus. Every square is also a rectangle. Every rectangle is a parallelogram. We can't say that every parallelogram is a square, but we can say that every square is a parallelogram as we go up in the tree here, the diagram. Okay, so what else? We could also have a trapezoid that has two sides parallel and two sides equal. So these two sides would be parallel, and then the other sides are not parallel, but they're congruent. And so this would be called an isosceles trapezoid. And so that's from the trapezoid. And then we could also have what's called a kite. Which has two pairs of congruent sides. It's called a kite. And that's kind of in its own category in a way. It's kind of related to the rhombus, but not exactly. Okay, so these are the figures you have to know about for the next test, the first test on quadrilaterals in geometry B. I'm sorry we have to do it this way, but that's how it is. And it's a pleasure to be back with you guys. And I'll see you back at the Zoom meeting. Thank you.